You are listening to the Whole Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Latrice Folks Jones. I help female entrepreneurs build their businesses holistically with systems while loving themselves more each day. Juggling family, business, your health, and well-being is not always easy, but it's possible. The Whole Boss Podcast is a healthy blend of holistic living, entrepreneurship, personal development, and realness to keep you moving forward in your life and business. And in today's episode, we're finding our way to more abundance. I'm calling it the abundance map. To getting more of what you want, more money, more love, more joy, more freedom, more happiness, more peace, etc. All of that. So welcome to episode 11 of the Whole Boss Podcast, helping female entrepreneurs have more wealth, health, and optimized living every day in their life and business. If we are just meeting for the first time, I'm Latrice Folks Jones, your biz nurturer, helping you to take care of your business while taking care of yourself. Yes. So in today's episode, I'm excited. We're talking about shmoney, getting more shmoney, money, wealth, abundance. I feel like I don't focus on that enough, even though that is part of the name of Whole Boss. The whole in Whole Boss stands for wealth, health, and optimized living every day. So we want more of that so that we can have a more balanced life that's fulfilled and happy and joyful, and we're living our best life. Okay. So I feel like I don't focus on wealth enough. I feel like I put other things as a higher priority, like my health, my family, my children, my freedom, my love, all of those things I may put at a slightly higher, not even slightly, I put it at a higher priority than money, but money is in there and money is very important. So at times I have to make sure that I am focusing in on the shmoney, especially being in business, okay? And being in business, if you're not making enough money, then you don't have a viable business, okay? So we definitely need to focus on the money and not just like the checks and balances, but we need to focus on the energy that we have around money, the mindset that we have around money, like just knowing how to attract more money. It's not just all about, the dollar bill, y'all. All right. So, and all of the things that I say that I prioritize higher than money, they all depend on money in a way to help you have better health, to have a happier family so that they can have everything that they need to grow and enjoy life and to leave a legacy. And to have more freedom, you need more money, because if not, you have to work a job that may not give you the freedom that you desire. Okay. For the rest of May, I want to unapologetically focus on wealth, money, sales, etc. And it's probably going to spill into June as well, since we're just getting started in the middle of May and I did not start at the beginning of the May. And the reason why I picked May, because in my mind, I don't know where I get this from, but I feel like money making May. Money making May just sounds like a good time to actually focus on more abundance and wealth. You're about to go into the summertime where you feel footloose, fancy free, taking vacations, all that kind of stuff if you can. Children out of school, you free. So let's talk about that shmoney. But of course, I want to do it in a very holistic and meaningful way. An abundant mindset focuses on abundance instead of lack. And to do that, we must stay in gratitude. So the definition of abundance is simply a very large quantity of something. And people usually think about it as positive qualities, such as abundance of love, an abundance of money, abundance of wealth, a ton of cash, all of these things that we think of when we're thinking about abundance. It can go the other way. You can have an abundance of, I want to say, bull crap in your life, but we don't want abundance of that. We want abundance of all the positive and the good things. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. We are going to get to the keys of abundance today, and I'm calling it the abundance map. So your map to getting more abundance in your life. So we are going to be focusing on three main areas. We're going to attract, activate, and accept. So that is the map, those three things, attract, activate, and accept. So let's talk about attraction and how we can attract more wealth, how we can attract more money, how we can attract more love. So we're talking about money, but this goes for anything that you want more of in your life. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do, I mentioned it a second ago, but the first thing that you want to do is to appreciate what you already have, gratitude. Having gratitude and being thankful and in a state of thankfulness is going to attract more money to you. Okay? Because that energy right there is just, you're already in a state of, oh, everything good is coming to me. Okay. All right. So practicing gratitude. That's why I include that in my morning love hour, to spend time on gratitude, just being thankful for things, being thankful for whatever it is. You don't have to have $1,000, $1,000,000 in the bank to be thankful. You can be thankful that you have lights, that you have a car, that you have like health to wake up that morning. You know what I'm saying? There's all type of things, but being grateful and having gratitude in those things is going to create that energy to help you to attract more of what you want. So the next thing is to give more. Giving is going to help to attract more abundance. All right. So that's why in religious organizations and things like that, they highlight tithing and stuff like that. You've heard people who say, oh yeah, I tithe and it just brings back tenfold of what I put into it. So first of all, you're giving to a good cause, you know what I'm saying? But giving, it activates that flow, that it brings that flow in. Don't be afraid to give some money. You don't have to give where it hurt. You don't have to give what you don't have. If money is kind of like special, then you can give like compliments, you can give hugs, you can give love, you can give attention, you can give those things. But if you are trying to attract more money, if you can give some money, if somebody is having a GoFundMe and you want to help them out and, give $10 or something like that, $5, anything, you can give that. And that is going to create more attraction for wealth to you. That's just how it works. That's just like one of the rules of the universe, I would say, one of the laws. All right. So the next thing is to know your worth. You are the shit. You deserve abundance. Okay. So you have to let yourself know that. So a lot of times we go through life, we may make mistakes. You may have somebody telling you that you're not good enough. You're not this, you're not that, so we have to speak into ourselves. We have to tell ourselves and know your own worth, no matter what somebody else says. There's some things that you can change and make better about yourself, about your life, about your decisions. You can do that, but you are still worthy. Okay. So knowing your worth and knowing that you deserve that abundance is also going to help you to attract more money and more abundance. Okay. Think about it like this. Think about it like it's your birthday. I don't know about anybody else, but on my birthday, I feel like I deserve everything. And I noticed like during my birthday, there's just like a plethora of gifts that are showered on me, money, all types of things. I walk into restaurants, it's my birthday, expecting, like a dessert or something, or a birthday song or something. You just like expect, you're open to receive. You're also grateful. I'm not going to say that, you might be a bit entitled, but in a good way, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't think you're going to be like angry if somebody didn't give you these things, but just people just like, that's their time to let you know how much they love you, how much they appreciate you and stuff like that. So feel like every day is your birthday. All right. All right. Okay. So the next thing for attraction, because we're still on attraction. Okay. I got a lot of things for attraction. So just shifting your energy around money. How do you feel about money? Is it causing you stress? Or do you feel lack mentality? Like you never have enough, the scarcity mindset. It's just like, it's never enough. You have like bad feelings around money. You feel like as soon as you get money, it's gone, like you always got bills, you always got this. So you have these negative feelings, this negative energy around money. You know what I'm saying? Like people use you when you have money. You have to think about all those things. And, thinking about that energy, shift your energy around money. And one of the things that reminded me of that statement to help me to shift my money and my belief around it was like, I watched a video from Marie Forleo like years ago, and she said this quote, and she was like, there's plenty more where that came from. So like, if you have to spend money on bills, if you have to pay taxes, if you have have to put money out, instead of having that feeling like, oh gosh, I got to pay this, I got to give this, I got to do this, you shift that energy and you have a feeling of there's plenty more where that came from. That shifts everything, I promise you. So a lot of things that we feel, we could just shift the energy, shift our mindset, shift our beliefs around it, and it's going to make things way better. Because when you shift those things, it's going to make you act differently. It's going to make you feel differently, and that's going to attract more of what you want instead of the things that you don't. Okay, so the next thing is to actually heal your money story. What stories do you have around money? What have you learned coming up? What have you learned from your parents? They used to spew all type of things at us. Money don't grow on trees. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask for nothing when you go in this store. All type of stuff. So we have some money trauma usually that comes from being a child, especially if you were, raised in a single parent household, if you was raised in a household that, the money just wasn't there. All been there. You know what I'm saying? So, and not even that, you could like been raised in a wealthy household and you can still have like money stories that you're told, or maybe you were in a household that, your parents was an entrepreneur or something and the money wasn't steady. So you just have to think about like all of the stories that you're telling yourself around money, those negative stories. I would even think about the positive ones too, because you want to create more of those. But be aware. I talked about this in one of my other episodes. I think it was like 1 or 2 or something, when I was talking about, being present. Because everything that you want to change, everything that you want to shift is going to happen in your present state. Okay, in your present state, being present, being aware of your thoughts, being a watcher of your thoughts, being a watcher of your emotions. Yes, you want to like tap in and pay attention to the money story that you have. So the next thing to attract more money is to forgive your past money mistakes, okay? Because a lot of times, we've made mistakes. We've made bad decisions with money. First of all, they don't teach us a lot about money. They don't really teach that in school. They teach a little bit of accounting. They teach some mathematics and stuff like that. But it's nothing really telling you or teaching you how to be a good steward of your money. And if your parents weren't the best because they didn't learn, then you may not have that education that you need to make better financial decisions. And you get in college and they're offering you all these credit cards that you never had, and you get into this debt. You're already getting debt from being in college, so it's a lot of different decisions and stuff that we're making. So you have to get yourself a money education as well too. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there, but that really doesn't have anything to do with attraction. But you want to forgive your past money mistakes. And again, that's going to help you to shift your money energy. And when you have good energy around money, and good belief system around money, you're going to attract it easier and more effortlessly to you. I'm saying these things because I have money mindset issues at times. I have to continuously work on it. I have to work on all of these things, but I have been able to like generate things by doing these steps. And I have to always keep reminding myself over and over again, like when I'm feeling like the crunch, or I'm feeling like I'm falling into like a scarcity lack mindset, I have to remind myself of these things, and it kind of keeps a balance, for me. But again, that's why I'm doing this series, because it's a reminder time. We focused on the money. Okay, it's money making May. But anyway, after forgiving your past money mistakes and then making better money decisions, all right, get that education, do what you got to do, or learn from your past mistakes and do better. But we're just shifting that energy around here. So the next thing is to actually face your finances. So if you want to attract more money, you kind of want to know where you stand. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have this fear lingering, which is going to keep you hiding. When you're hiding, you're not out acting like it's your birthday, so that you can be open to receive and attract and get that abundant wealth coming to you. Facing your finances and looking at what's going on, what's in your bank account, what debt do you have? Take an account of the mistakes that you feel like you've made. Write that stuff down. Write down what your monthly expenses are. Look at your account of what you've been spending. How much have you been eating out? How much have you been like spending at Ross? Like what have you been doing? All right. Face your finances to see what you really have going on. really ask yourself some questions that is going to help you to attract more abundance. What will it take for you to feel financially abundant? Because those feelings are important. Feelings and emotions is a very important part of manifestation. All right. So next, to attract more money to you is to get clear about what you want. It's hard to attract what you don't know that you want. Okay. So get crystal clear about what you want. Visualize the specific amount you want and see it in your bank account. Visualize that. It's very important. The next thing is to shift and increase your energy. Again, so we're shifting your energy around money, but I want you to shift your energy in a physical way. So use exercise, taking care of yourself, and all of those things can make you have more wealth. Increasing your energy in physical ways, in addition to, shifting your energy around money through your emotions, through your feelings, through your mindset, through learning. And release your fears around the money. I do things like EFT, emotional freedom tapping, and stuff like that to help to release those blocks that I have around money, those fears that I've had around money. And it's helped tremendously. So release that fear that you have about money. Okay. Because a lot of times if you're not facing your finance, if you're not taking any action, if you're just living in fear and you're living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, it's going to, keep you bound. So release that, let it go so that you can move forward in the direction that you want to, move into. And lastly, I know that was a lot for this attraction one, but feed your mind and spirit with wealthy affirmations and meditations. Okay. In addition to doing energy work, doing gratitude work and forgiveness work in my morning routine, my morning ritual, I call it my morning love hour. I also speak affirmations, speak positive words about money. I am rich. I am wealthy. I am abundant. Money flows to me easily. It flows to me effortlessly. I am a good steward of my money. What is the little one that they do now? The ching, ching, ching goes the money tree and all that kind of stuff, different affirmations and things that is speaking positive, into the universe, speaking it into, really your spirit, to speak those things, because negativity can overtake us so easily. There's so much pessimism. There's so much negativity in the world. So as much as you can speak positivity and affirm in the positive of having more wealth is going to help you to attract more money. All right, so let's get into activate. So activate. And activation comes from, again, energy, and it comes from action, as well as that affirmation. So we are activating that. So speak what you want into existence. It's power in your words, okay? So speak what you want. Like my daughter, she says all the time, I'm going to be a millionaire. She don't even say I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire. And it's so I love watching her. I love watching her life manifest and actually live up to what she's actually speaking out of there. So activate that abundance, activate your money by speaking it into the universe, because there's power in your words. And on the other side, the flip side of that, watch your words. Speak words of abundance and not words of lack. Okay. So speak words of abundance instead of saying, oh, I am broke, honey. I don't have nothing. You can say something. Who used to always say that? I'm temporarily out of cash. Or, just speak in the positive. And I'm not saying just be totally delusional about the real stuff that you got going on in your life, but speak on what you desire instead of speaking on what you don't want more of. Be clear, because the next step is accept. So we're going to accept what's going on and make moves to make it better. But we are not going to be sitting around speaking, woe is us and woe is this person is doing that to me. The economy is this, the economy is that. And I have to constantly stay on my own behind, because, it's so easy for that to roll, especially if there's real situations going on. We in a real whole panorama, as they say it. You know what I'm saying? We in all of that right now. So it's some real stuff going on. I've been in business for 25 years. So I've been through a lot of things. I've been through, what was that? The housing crash, 2008 and stuff. I had an actual brick and mortar restaurant. So I've been through a lot of different things. I've had financial struggles. I was a single parent. I've been on food stamps and Medicaid and stuff like that. So there's a lot of energy shifts that I had to make to be able to generate six figures, to be able to, even if there isn't a lot of money, to still feel abundant, to still know that I can have what I want. Okay. So speak those things, focus on that. All right. Then the next thing is don't be pressed. Using that law of detachment, all right? Utilizing the law of detachment and the law of least effort, okay? Because that is going to help you to activate more of your wealth. It's going to help you to activate, it's going to help you to attract. Doing less, not doing the most, not doing everything that you can, hustle, hustle, hustle. Now, I'm not saying there's no such thing as hustle, but if you work from like a standpoint of attraction, of getting to the crux of those things, that mindset, those beliefs, that energy that you have towards money, is going to make, the action part a little bit easier. You still got to take action. You still got to do the work, release all of that. Oh, I got to have it. I got to have it. Oh, I got to have $1 million tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. You can desire it. You can speak it. You can want it. But like that, oh, I got to have it. And my life is just going to be nothing without it and all that kind of stuff. Relax. Let that go. Don't be pressed. All right. So after you do that, then you want to create a plan to achieve your desires. Planning is important as well too, because you want to see the big picture. You want to see where you may have blind spots and stuff like that. You may not even be able to see where you have blind spots because you got the blind spot, but just knowing oh, I'm gonna need some help with that. I'm gonna need a coach. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need that. Because how do I get more money? How do I generate more money in my business? How do I manage my finances better? How do I invest my money so that I can grow my money? What should I do with the money that I do get? So you may need some more education and stuff, but you want to create a plan. All right. So that's why I feel like planning is so important. So plug real quick. I have a Biz Planner boot camp coming up because I'm all about planning your business to have more time, more energy, and profit. Okay. So the Biz Planner boot camp is coming up. The next one is coming up. That is June the 2nd, Wednesday, June the 2nd. It's a 2-day free event. If you go to wholeboss.com/bootcamp, you should see when the next boot camp is coming up. And I do these, consistently. So if you missed this one, if you listen to this podcast episode after this is already passed, still go to the link and see when the next one is coming up. All right. Planning is everything. So once you clear away things and clear away those old beliefs and stuff like that, you want to plan for what it is that you do want. What is it going to actually take for you to get more abundance? What do you need to do? Who do you need to become? So create a plan to achieve your desires. Take small, consistent action steps towards your goals each day. And you want to create habits around it. Create habits that is going to get more money coming, because we're going to be talking about this in the next few episodes too, and focusing more on income generating activities and what those things are, and focusing on managing money better and all of those different things like that. Take steps towards your goals. So when you create a plan, that just cuts away some of the time. It helps you to see things a little bit clearly before you just start going into action. Okay. So the next thing to activate is to connect with others that operate in abundance. You want to put yourself around people who already have abundant mindset, who's thinking, abundantly. You don't want to be around a bunch of people who's complaining about money, how they don't never have money. Can I get some of your money? Can I, all that kind of stuff. You want to put yourself around people who operate in abundance. Okay. And in order for you to do that without quite having the money that you want to have, you need to have an abundant mindset. You have to believe that money will come to you easily, that you have the ability to get it, that you deserve it and stuff like that. And then, put yourself around people who's getting it, or also get around people who can help you with your goals. Okay. Spending time around that. If you're the richest person in your circle, then, be with other people who can help you towards your goals and who also operate in abundance. Again, activating, attracting, and activating. So some of these overlap because you're going to do it for both of these. So again, create more flow through giving. So the more that you give, the more that you receive. The more you give, the more you receive. And so the next thing for activation is to open up so you can receive. All right. So lastly, I want to talk about accept. So the last step of the abundance map. So again, we did attract, we did activate, and accept is the last one. Accept, allow yourself to receive, get comfortable with getting showered with money, gifts, compliments, love, etc. Okay? You deserve it. You are worthy. Open up, give thanks often, have gratitude, accept where you are right now, accept that you have the ability to move to where you want to be. But just accepting where you are instead of being in resistance, instead of being lack, you know what I'm saying? What is good about where you are right now in your situation? You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is on paper. A lot of this money thing is on that. It's like people do all type of stuff, for more money. It's like, how can we just open ourselves up, accept and receive? Okay. So that's the last part. I want you to open yourself up to accept and actually receive the blessings, receive the opportunities, receive the people, the love, the money, the health, everything that's coming, that's here for you. You deserve it, and do it. Okay. So that is all for today's episode. So if you like this episode, please subscribe to the podcast. Like it if you're on a platform like YouTube, even though I'm a little behind on my YouTube uploads, and subscribe. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. If you're on this on my website, you can subscribe to get updates when I drop a new episode, which is each and every week. And for the rest of May, we are going to be talking about wealth, not this per se, because this was more of the mindset and the abundant mindset and energy and stuff like that. But we're going to actually speak more on the business part. We're going to speak more of how we can generate more sales, how we can generate more clients, how we can generate more money in our business with more ease, how we can put it on a system, how we can create those profit systems, how can we map out what it is that we want to make, how much do we charge. So we're going to be talking about this money because, again, I felt like I need to talk more about the money, not because everybody else is talking about, because first of all, it's part of my name, whole. Wealth, health, and optimized living every day. It's important. And having enough money, it helps you to be able to have the impact that you want to do, to be able to have, the freedom that you want, to be able to spend time with the family, to be able to give the things that you need, to be healthier. So there's no shame in that, y'all. If you have any questions, you can come on into the Whole Boss Tribe group, and we can have a discussion around this, Whole Boss Tribe Facebook group. All right. And until next time, peace. If you're ready for more clarity in your business and to set it up to have more time, energy, and profit, then download my free Biz Starter Kit at wholeboss.com/starter kit.